Hello, I'm glad to have you join us again on another episode of ICT Today. Tech is said to be the greatest enabler of social impact, and young people across the world are leading the change. On this program, we provide perspective on the latest tech trends in technology, fintech, and digital. We review innovations in tech, host professionals, and newbies in tech. I have with me in the studio TITI, a member of OGUN tech community, and we are going to be dissecting generative AI. How did we get to what is called artificial intelligence today? Also, we will look at the practical application. My name is ABIMBOLA ILORI, and you are watching ICT Today. So Titi, thank you for taking time out to join us on the program today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Okay. Can we start by breaking down what is meant by artificial intelligence? I mean, let's start from the lowest part of artificial intelligence. But before then, I see you as a very young lady already in tech. You're already finding your foot in tech. How did you get into tech? Did you start from the usual high school, or you changed career, or you choose to go for tech from the onset?
Okay, so I won't say I chose to go into tech from the onset. So it was more of I stumbled into tech.
Okay.
I studied English language in the university, and before I finished, I got my 300. When I was on 300 level, I started writing content, writing content that cut across different industry, including tech. And then when I finished NYC, the first job I got at a tech company where I was a marketing copywriter. So that kind of shaped my journey, and I became a writer who was niching down into writing tech content.
Okay.
So I would say it was just like my journey just happened to align with tech, and it just led me there. So I'm in the no-code tech. I don't code, but I understand tech processes because I write content for them.
Content. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how has the journey been so far?
Okay, so actually the journey has been interesting. The journey has been, should I say, also challenging.
Okay.
Because in terms of interesting, because you get to learn a lot about new technologies, you get to learn a lot about new tools, you get to sharpen your research skills. At the same time, it's been challenging because that's also been a part of my journey, making me who I am today. So I would say I've seen both the ups, I've seen like the downs of being in tech. Okay. Yeah, it's been a fun journey. Yeah, and then I've just learned to keep on going. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So back to the business. Let's look at a breakdown of what artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence, like from the basis.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me start by saying what artificial. Like when we're looking at artificial, artificial means something that was created by human.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not natural.
Okay.
So basically, what generative AI is a subset of artificial intelligence that actually generates new text, generates images, generates languages based on a pre-trained set of data. So basically, humans actually train the computer with a vast amount of data. And then in return, the tool, the artificial intelligence, is using this data to produce from the scratch. That's what makes it generative. It's bringing up from the scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's generating text, videos, images. Yeah, so that's what generative artificial intelligence is.
Okay. In a particular direction, either video, music, script, or content.
Yes.
Thereabout. Okay. So according to Alice Moore's Hell, who is famous with her quotes, he said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That is why it is called present." This is a very optimistic quote, and listening to you carefully, what you are saying is generative AI is not new, but it has been around for a while. Can you please be detailed?
Generative AI is not new. Actually, it's been around. So it's been around since around 1960s, 1950s, as far back as then.
Okay.
There's a particular artist who created a tool. He was using. It was, but like, let me be clear that it has been in existence, but it's not as sophisticated as it is now.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, what he was using the tool to actually display his artistry collection. That wasn't so popular. But then going back to 2006, Google launched Google Translate, and that picked up real fast.
Okay.
They got like tons of users, and to an extent that became quite popular. But then I should also be clear that if as Google Translate is not like a standard, it's not like a standard replica of what generative AI is. So some people are like, okay, it's generative AI. Some people are like, it's LLM, that's language learning models. And now the reason why, like, this might be complex, but the reason why this is like this is because Google Translate actually is based on rule system. So basically, I'm a language student, so let me just give an illustration.
No problem.
As a language student, we have syntax, we have morphology, we have phonology. So basically, what happens is that Google Translate was actually trained on that.
Okay.
So it's not generating it from the scratch, like the way ChatGPT actually, the way you use ChatGPT, a prompt, yeah, or you speak to it as a prompt. It doesn't do that. So what you are doing is you are actually giving it the content, telling it to translate it for you, which it does using
predefined information.
Yeah, predefined rules and statistics. Okay. So statistics in the sense that based on what has been done before, the kind of translation that has been done before. So that's how Google Translate works.
Okay.
So I'm just giving an example of, but people still kind of classify it.
It's okay. The Google Translate as let's say the genesis of generative artificial intelligence.
Like I said, it has been in existence, but most people think Google Translate was like the beginning. And then I think so what really made what's really making artificial intelligence right now like come into it was in 2017. Still Google, I'll say Google has been very instrumental in the growth of artificial intelligence. In 2017, Google launched a research on transformer technology. Okay. Yeah, so ChatGPT basically is generative pre-trained transformer. So it uses transformer technology. So when the research was launched in 2017, that was when the owners of ChatGPT, Sam Altman, he actually used the research to actually build OpenAI, which we now have ChatGPT, and then we are having like different. So most of these new technologies that are coming up, they are on a more sophisticated form of technology that uses transformer. So,
but they all started from the pedestal of Google Translate and.
Yes, exactly. So so it's like a modern development. So all these new tools that are really making waves, that ChatGPT right now, it could actually help you like do an exam.
We'll come to ChatGPT later. Listening to you, you have mentioned a lot. You've mentioned the basics, the Google Translate and others. So are you saying they are all attributed to generative AI? But why are we just getting familiar, or let me say, how come it's just becoming popular? Now there is no household, there is no establishment, or there is no student you meet that is online that will not know ChatGPT. Whichever variant it is, be it 1, 2, 3, the 4 is actually subscribed or involves subscription. So why are we just getting to know these tools now?
Well, I would say the reason why I just get to know the tools is because of the level of sophistication. Like, so when OpenAI was actually released, like, it was said that it could pass, like, a SAT exam, like, which is, like, one of the standard examinations.
SAT is actually equivalent to now our own JAM.
Exactly. Yeah, so it said it could pass it. And yes, true. I've actually tested it like several times.
You imputed the SAT questions?
No, not even SAT. Like some other kind of questions. Yeah, ChatGPT like really did well. Like even more than the average human being. Yeah, it's that sophisticated because, and the thing about human beings is that we have problems. I'm always looking for solutions. So if you're a student, so if I use ChatGPT, I'm going to have like higher grades. And then everybody is just,
using it.
And like I said earlier, the transformer technology is a sophisticated kind of technology. So when that came out, then it just became so popular.
Okay, so because of the sophistication and how efficient and the value it gives.
Yeah, because before now, the value wasn't like this, as widespread as this. People naturally gravitate towards things that are valuable to them. And teenage actually can be used by, the average human being, teenagers, children, adults, almost like in different age variations. So yeah, you might be surprised. That was again about 100 million for
yes, 100 million users, yes,
2 months.
Within 2 months, of launch. In other words, we have moved from the period when Google Translate acts as a generative AI to now that ChatGPT 4. How long did it take to get here compared to other AI generative tools to reach, let me say, the global recognition? Everybody is using ChatGPT now. But how long did it take ChatGPT compared to other generative tools?
Oh, okay. So, other generative tools. Okay. So, in regards to ChatGPT, it took ChatGPT about 2 months.
2 months.
Google Translate, to get to 100 million followers, actually it took them, I think, almost a year to get to that. More than a year.
Yeah, okay.
More than a year, please. More than a year. And then we've had. I would say that those have been like the breakthrough for Google. The Google recently launched Llama, but I've not really seen statistics on how Llama is doing, and some other technologies like that. But in terms of maybe social media, I would say the one that recently broken maybe ChatGPT record is Threads, but that's like a social media platform, Threads. I think Threads got about 100 million followers in about 5 days thereabouts. Which is very outstanding, and that was like organic. Of course, Thread already is like bidding on the background of Meta.
Yeah,
exactly. And I would say social media because when we are trying to measure generative AI, I think most of the people, the kind of things that have come close actually as maybe social media.
Actually, the platforms actually enhanced the awareness.
Yes. Actually it did. So I would say in terms of users, in terms of millage, like ChatGPT like really has like the fastest in terms of generative AI. And that's because it's like the first of its kind using transformer technology. Now we've had others, and they keep on innovating. Like now with ChatGPT, you could create presentations.
What I noticed about ChatGPT is that as generative as it is, it only gives you script. Text, basically text.
Okay, well things are changing now. Like that's what I was going to talk about. ChatGPT 4. ChatGPT 4. I don't know if you have ChatGPT 4, but I have ChatGPT 4. ChatGPT 4 can actually generate images. Yes. I've used it to create images, and now very soon they said it's going to start creating, I think, videos. There's going to be like a new update, but that will only be available for those who are using ChatGPT 4. Yeah, so it's
to be an upgrade of 4. Or integrated part of 4.
It's still an integrated part of 4. Yes. So like I was recently testing ChatGPT to create a presentation. Although it wasn't so great, but yeah, I would say it's making progress, and with time it's going to become better. So like there are much more applications for ChatGPT 4. Okay,
talking about social media promoting generative AI, I stumbled across a content during the week. It seems WhatsApp has actually released AI into their to the app, so that, but I actually saw it on iOS, Apple, not yet released to Android and other platforms. So I believe that social media actually did a great deal in promoting awareness and what generative AI tools can do.
Yeah, that's even true. So I wanted to add that Meta has their own AI tool.
Llama. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's actually what I saw, but it's still on. I think I saw it on the iPhone 14 thereabout. Okay. So moving forward, we have talked about these tools, the generative AI tools, And can you briefly talk about the core technology behind ChatGPT?
So the core technology behind ChatGPT, actually, I was saying is transformer technology.
Okay.
Yeah. So transformer technology, and that was as a result of the research that Google did in 2017. Okay. So like transformer technology is actually like really broad, but I would just say it's
the concept.
Yeah. Okay. The concept of transformer technology. Yes. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like works with chips.
Okay.
Yeah, to actually generate language, to actually put models together and to put different things together. So basically, with transformer technology, people could actually train the AI models like with vast amounts of data, sophisticated data. Okay. So basically, before this wasn't like so possible. The technology had some limitations, but with the release of transformer technology, it became so possible to train the model with vast amount of sophisticated data from the internet. And then once this happens, ChatGPT, the transformer technology, I think one of the things with ChatGPT is that ChatGPT can also like train itself on the go. So for example, let's say I give ChatGPT a prompt, for example, it could actually learn from the prompts to actually retrain itself. Okay. So it's not just like static, like this is the data that I've been trained with, and then it's just like that. So yeah, so it's like it's ongoing. It innovates. It innovates itself. Yeah, which makes it like really powerful.
Okay. Going by the core technology and what ChatGPT is capable of, we've said that it can innovate based on the prompt it received, not solely on what has been imputed. Is this technology without any risk? I mean,
like for
there are speculations that generative AI, yes, let me just put it like this, there are speculations that generative AI will get to a point that be it a robot or machine, that a time will come that they will transform. You've seen the movie Transformer, they will transform into beings that might actually harm or endanger human.
Well, I would say that comes, actually ChatGPT is powerful, and yes, there are risks.
Okay.
Yeah, like if it is not curtailed or if it is not controlled, and that's why we have the government. We need government to like do policies. I think last year in the US there were policies regarding AI because there was like the mass exodus of layoffs. Many companies were beginning to replace some of their workers with artificial intelligence.
That's the risk.
Yeah, the government actually stepped in and said, this is like a work policy. You shouldn't lay off. Like the government actually laid down some sort of policy. So there are risks. Also, artificial intelligence, they've actually trained it so that it doesn't give out some kind of output like help me to create a bomb. Things like that, because actually with the kind of knowledge it has, it could help people create those types
of there are restrictions, that there are contents that cannot be imputed into the database.
I think it's in the database, but the answers will not be provided to the users. Yeah, so I think those are the risks. But then people could actually find it bad, but people could even create their own AI tools. I can't remember the name of a particular AI tool that was actually banned a while ago. This was before the release of ChatGPT. And that was because people were saying that if you should type something, if you should type a prompt like how to create a bomb, it
will give you the breakdown, the steps.
Exactly. And that was like very dangerous. So we can just hope, actually, I would say we can just hope that the government especially would step in and make sure that people do not abuse these artificial tools, even in education. Some people wouldn't want to study
again. Yes, that's it. I know that there are tools also to checkmate if whatever assignment or whatever task is being given to you for submission, to checkmate if you actually used AI. Yes, there are tools. I have a lecturer friend in South Africa that has some tools that you can use generative AI, but not when you generate and you actually walk around it. You get, all these things, they will only give you, the tools will only give you broader idea, like, but it is now left for you to customize it, to refine it. So if you garbage in and whatever garbage out you are able to get, and you just put it out like that, that would lead to plagiarism. Do you get?
Okay, actually, in terms of writing, actually, like I would say, the artificial technology still even has a long way to go. Like in terms of writing, I'm speaking from the writing perspective.
Okay.
Like ChatGPT, like
there's
still like a lot of improvement to be done. So
even the fourth variant.
Yeah, there's still like a lot to be done in regards to that, because it can't give out, most of the outputs it gives are kind of like generic. And then you still have to take your time to dig deeper in research and ensure that whatever you are dishing out is actually good.
Do you say that we should throw caution into the air using these tools, or we should also still exercise caution when we use it?
Well, the thing now is that I'm not the future, and nobody knows the future.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not the future, nobody knows the future, but like what I would say is that I think there should just be like a guideline behind the fact that if you're going to use this technology, use it to make lives better.
Okay.
Or use it to make the world a better place.
Okay.
That was the reason why the AI tool came into being in the first place.
Okay.
So if people now decide to go against that and trying to use it for their selfish purposes to control power, because now we are seeing there's a lot of tension right now on the global stage with regards to NATO and the likes. I don't know if you've been following the news and all. So there's a lot of tension. So if people are now bringing this technology and all, very soon the world might blow up. Like I said, not the future.
All right. We've said a lot. Let's quickly go over the practical applications of generative AI. We talked about it can generate movies, it can generate so let's quickly talk about that.
Okay, so the practical application, let me start from my own perspective as a writer.
Okay, as a writer.
Yeah, so it could actually help like with research.
Okay.
Like, so you don't have to like, when you start your writing like on the scratch. We have tools, primarily for example, uses sentiment analysis. It could actually predict, for example, if your work has error, and then it suggests like places where you could, make changes. So that's an example. That's like an AI tool. So we have like AI tools in education. We have EdTech. I also gave examples of it could help in education. So for example, let's say you have maybe a material, a note, and then you need somebody to teach you. We have tools that you could just tell the notes to like teach you like a teacher, and then you just listen to it. So that's like aiding learning, be it in media, for example. Like in media too, somebody could actually mimic your voice. Like we have AI tools.
I know that tools. Yeah. I've actually attended a training recently, even here in the city, using AI to create content. So we generate scripts, we generated audio, music, we generated video as well. We are able to generate images like that, created motion and all that. So I'm quite aware of that. So yes, but business application now. Yes.
In terms of business application, I would say we are having sophisticated AIs that could actually AI tools that could actually help you run advertisements, like based on its pre-trained knowledge. It could help you, before you run an advertisement, you need to know the demography of the audience, you need to know different aspects. So it could actually predict this for you, and then it could help you run it on autopilot. So like we are having
you do like a background research and do the feasibility study and give you your projections.
Yes. Yeah. So we are having AI tools that could actually do that. This would help you create a business plan. I think that's just it.
Okay. I know that there are tools also even in the medical field. I've seen this movie, The Good Doctor, and they use a lot of tools
like medtech.
Medtech, yes.
Medtech is a growing area on its own, and they are beginning to create devices with artificial intelligence that could actually help the doctors, like, because there are still some diseases that medicine cannot actually predict, but then this artificial intelligence knowledge is helping them to actually predict these things really fast. It's actually helping. It's just how do I describe it? It's helping.
Rather than racking your brain that you're trying to figure out what could be the problem, where is the source, what is the generative cause. It will just within the way ChatGPT writes up for you, it will just pop up.
Like so there are tools that some of them could even feel. We put them on your body and then it could like read that this is what is wrong. So technology is like really moving, and then you could also have like a virtual doctor.
So are we saying that we've seen these new smartwatches and all that, the Apple and the Android, and are we saying that it is also part of generative AI that is being used for the blood pressure sensor, the calorie, the temperature, the what do they call this thing now? When you do your vitals, to check your vitals.
Actually, that's like a different technology, like a different type of technology on its own, like to check your vitals and the likes. But let's say, for example, maybe you're using a smartwatch. Maybe let's say maybe your house, you have Siri. Now Siri is an example. When you tell Siri that, hey Siri, can you help me? What food is available today in the house? And then Siri begins to tell you, okay, today we have yam, or Siri begins to give you ideas of food you could eat. Another generative AI. Siri is using its trained knowledge, to suggest things for you. But checking vitals and the likes, those ones are like different technology.
Okay, so on a final note, what's the future going to look like? Should we be worried?
So I would say, like right now, the future looks really bright. Like I would say, instead of being worried, like let us be happy, because I'm actually really happy with the advancement in technology that we've had over the years. With ChatGPT, with generative AI, things are really getting better. The mundane tasks that would take you time right now, you could actually complete it like in a faster while with generative AI. Of course, it has its dangers, but I just believe that the government will come in to make sure that there are regulations and policies in place so that people do not actually abuse this technology. There's always been tension in the world, actually, like from time since I've been born. I think I've noticed we've gone through different wars, Biafra in Nigeria, and there's always been tension. But I just hope that they don't use these technologies to is it bolster or to boost the tensions that are going. That's just like the fear from my own angle. But yeah, I would just say that the future is bright. Its future is even brighter with generative AI coming into place. Transformer technology. Transformer technology was like the breakthrough behind ChatGPT.
Thank you very much for that explicit explanation. I really enjoyed my time with you, and I actually look forward to discussing some more interesting topics with you on the program. And thanks to OGUN community for always supporting the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like us to close with these quotes from Tim Berners-Lee. No one has ever encountered a super intelligent AI, so it's hard to make categorical statements about what it might be able to do. Also, there are likely to be billions of AIs in the world with a variety of capabilities and goals. Many of them will be benevolent, while some may go rogue. Finally, it seems easier to minimize the harm a super intelligent AI can do than to prevent rogue AI system from existing at all. It's a wrap for today. Kindly take time out to follow us on all our social media platforms, subscribe to our channels, share our stories, and click on the bell icon to receive notification when we upload new content. You can also connect with us on our website www.ogtv.com.ng for news and happenings around you. Until next time when I return with another package, remember, If it is digital, it is part of ICT.